You also raised the question of the United States using weapons abroad that others might then turn on us. I wonder if cyber attacks are very specifically an example of that. We can point to any number of published reports that deal with the Stuxnet virus and a program that was directed at Iran's nuclear program. Are we inviting similar attacks on ourselves by approving such attacks?
As I've watched this evolve over the last, for me, 5 or 6 years, and it hasn't been a whole lot longer than that, I feel we've made some significant adjustments on the military side, and we're in decent shape militarily from a cyber defense standpoint. We've made some progress on the government side in terms of cyber defense, but where we're most vulnerable is in the .com world. And so you talked about the business piece of this. And if I took a group of CEOs to China and put them around the table with the Chinese leadership, their number one issue would be cyber. Stop stealing my intellectual property from my business. And so the .com world is incredibly vulnerable. But to get to that, we will have to put in place, I think, laws and regulations which are much more restrictive than, on the face of it, you would want them to be. That's just based on the severity of the threat, specifically. I think the whole issue of cyber, it's a space that has no rules, it has no boundaries, it moves at light speed, it's got players in it from state players to hackers to criminals to a fare thee well, and I think internationally we're going to have to figure out how to come to grips with a rule set that actually will follow and that will be enforced, not just one we put in place and then we ignore, which is a concern right now, but some kind of maybe not treaty, but I mean it's almost START-like to lay out the rules of the road for that space.
You mean negotiate with the Chinese, for example? Try to get rules
with
that
I think the
everyone
most
can accept.
capable players, yeah.